Hi everyone, my name is Derk. I'm a senior product strategist at Storyblok, already working at Storyblok for almost 4 years now. And I'm sitting next to Samuel. Samuel, want to say hi to everyone?
Yep. Thank you, Derek. Hi, everybody. My name is Samuel Snopko. I'm the head of the product at Storyblok, and we are here at JoinConf in Amsterdam, and it's really amazing and exciting. We just finished the keynote, and it was like really cool, and we would like to talk a little bit more about the roadmap and what's coming on to Storyblok in the upcoming months, maybe quarters, maybe years. So, Derek, let's jump to it.
Yeah, let's go. Before we jump into any roadmap or anything like that, how long have you been working at Storyblok now?
I will be 6 years in 1st of January.
Okay,
I can't exactly because my daughter is also like exactly all as my career in the Storyblok.
That's easy. Okay, during those 6 years, first of all, what's your feeling of where the product was back then and currently today? What is your feeling with it?
I really think we did a huge improvement in the last 6 years, which is not surprise to anybody. And especially I remember like we really focus and on the enterprise features. We really talk about like what the customers and where the industry is heading.
Yeah.
And really brought a lot of new features that can scale. So I think like we will be talking about the features, but the level of the professionalization, and also the growth from 6 people to 250 or over 250 that we are today is something that was really crazy joyride.
Nice. And what is your favorite feature that we have now in the product?
The favorite feature, it will be like, I'm the old guy probably, because still the visual editor. I think that's something that really stand up. Even if I take the other visual editors that I saw there. But I think like the combination with the component-based approach and with the way that you can do it with any framework out there is really amazing and flexible.
That's the developer talking, I think.
Yeah. What would be your, by the way?
I think I'm more from a marketing background. I would also say the visual editing, but also not only this. I think our visual editor is like this culmination of how easy it is to work with our platform. And as a non-technical user, I think that is super important when you work with a lot of content to easily see what kind of content you had, to work with this folder-based approach. And it's just when you get started, it's easy to navigate. It's easy to go to your content, and it's easy to create your content in a visual editor. I think those things, especially for me as a marketer, as a non-super technical user, that's what Storyblok have for me.
I know what you're talking about. I would rather like basically still the thing that we are able to bridge the gap between the marketers or content editors and the developers. It's so amazing for me and so mind-blowing. Because I remember the times when I used to like develop a lot of stuff that we spent hours and days of resources basically on onboarding the people to teach them how to use the stuff. And this is what we don't do at Storyblok. You know, I think like we talked too much about the past. And I really liked it, but let's focus on today, on the JoinConf, on the new stuff that we are bringing on. And, you know, about the keynote, you heard our CEO, so how did you like the keynote and the new stuff that we are seeing?
I love it.
What would the highlight there?
Personally, I really love our Figma integration. That's, I think, one of the key features, especially coming from that marketing background, working closely with design. Like when I started at Storyblok, I had to work a lot with our design team, update pages, etc. And if we had our Figma integration back then, that would save us so much time. So getting from the design to a component with like a click of a button, and also the other way around now with the updates we've done recently. Personally, I think that is one of the coolest things within Storyblok at the moment. But Dominic also announced some other big things. What do you think about those? FlowMotion, Strata?
I think like they are the real stars of the JoinConf. So yeah, I mean like there are so many amazing talks, I have to say. But Strata and FlowMotion, and FlowMotion especially like powered by N8N, who are like doing like a huge buzz in the world, especially in the tech world, is something that's going to like really change the game. So everybody's talking about the AI. We know about that. But, you know, like that's changing the way how we consume content, how we produce the content, and the quality will matter more than the quantity, of course. And we are refocusing on the geo instead of SEO.
Yeah.
With automation, so FlowMotion powered by NIDN. So if you don't know what is an NIDN, then check it out. But it's basically like really set up your reliable workflows that you can then plug into the Storyblok like another tools. And I think like the NIDN is saying like they have like over 500 different integrations. Yep. So now imagine like building your new stuff, including ChatGPT, Slack, any databases out there, any other AI or any other notification or to-do app, and all of that you can focus and set into one flow. So basically the FlowMotion, and that will revolutionize the way we do the Storyblok, and I guess like especially marketers work.
I think so. Marketers are lazy. They just want to have everything automated.
You are not lazy, like
click a button and then everything happens all in an instant.
Yeah, and that's where we're heading. So like really like streamline everything. Yeah.
And next to Strata and Storyblok, Strata and FlowMotion are kind of the big stars.
Exactly.
That Dominic announced. In our talk, we're gonna discuss some other features as well that we're actively working on at the moment. Any things you want to say about those? Any favorites coming up that you already hear excited about?
Few. I have definitely few, and I will also ask you because I will ask you about your favorites. Yeah. But still, the first before I jump to those, I would love to also let's say a little bit more about the Strata, because this maybe is not easy to understand, especially like. This is a very technical part in a way. So as Storyblok, like we are introducing this vector layer. Yeah. And this is really matter, especially in the times of the AI. Because like AI is like reading and trying to understand your content. We are having many talks here about like generative engine optimization. Of course, the search engine optimization and how you build like basically a content.
Observability, right? What Dominic was talking about.
Observability. So how everything is like plugging in together, because like the search traffic is dropping now. And the Strata is like the tool that will help you understand your content in a semantic way. And that makes possible that we all are not only going to use the API and build the tools like, I don't know, like the websites, but we now can really provide the context and semantic understanding of the content. So if something matters, if something is of really high quality, you will be able to go to Storyblok and say like, hey, can you give me the latest articles? Yeah, this will be not anymore just maybe the latest articles about like the date wise, but also if you take it in the consideration of AI, it could matter like, give me a latest article on some topic, and this is really hard to figure out just by simple API. So now with Strata, it will understand your content and give you the right answer, and that's exactly where we're heading. So that will be for me the Strata. Which is really amazing. And why I'm saying this all, and I know I talk a lot, sorry, I'm
everyone wants to hear. Everyone wants to hear.
So because like all of this is of course the observability and where we are heading, the big future, but it's built on the really proper ground floor, and the ground floor will consist of the features that we already like created and building. Yeah, and from those, my favorite will be still the blueprints.
Yep.
And
quick question.
Sorry, go ahead.
If you could add one blueprint, one category of blueprints, what would it be?
I mean, like this will be lazy, but I'm the dev rel and developer in the heart still, and for me it will be like simple technical block, which you can like really have a sort of tech guys. They can like easily in a matter of like few steps. Yeah. Create their content, maybe with a markdown generation something, and host it on Netlify, and really like few clicks, really build,
deploy it, everything.
Yeah, that would be for me the blueprints.
Okay, so blueprints.
But I think like of course like we should say also all the enterprise ones,
e-commerce, business, etc.
Yeah, but I'm like still the developer in the heart. Anyway, the blueprints, and why I'm saying that is because that exactly bridging I love everything that's bridging the gap between the developers and let's say the marketers on the other side. Yeah. And the reason of that is like it always struggled. And now in Storyblok, we reach the point that a lot of our users are asking us for opinions. As a headless CMS, it's difficult to say like how you should build your website or your product or your projects, as we don't want to limit you on the front end. And by blueprints, we taking the opinion there finally. Yeah. So this is the layer that we are saying like, hey, if you want to go for e-commerce website or you want to go for corporate website, here is a skeleton, a blueprint of it, which will get you to the starting point under 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you can go all the way you want.
Exactly.
To.
You try it yourself, so you know. And I wouldn't say like you don't have a technical skill.
No, but I'm not super technical, and still it was super easy for me to get
exactly
going.
And that's the point, that you can try it out as a technical marketer, let's say.
Yep.
You get through a few clicks, you host it, you choose the blueprint,
yep.
You choose your technology, you add it on the Netlify, especially now with the combined offering with Storyblok, you can get a really good price, or you can also host the Universal. Then we even give you the designs of all of that in the Figma, and prepare the component in Storyblok.
Yeah.
So in matter of like few minutes, you have it directly, and it's running your preview URL. So you even already able to go to your other colleagues and show them like, look, this is running and I can edit it, I can change it. And then you just give it to your developers and they just open the GitHub code because it's already generated for you, and just continue and
crazy
do the stuff. Yeah, and I think like there are many possibilities where we can put it into the future.
Yeah. I would say for me it would be, I think I have two. I already said that I like the ease of use of Storyblok, and I think the first one is our content calendar, content planner that we
had a lot of discussions.
We had a lot of discussion about this. We're like super. I think today we even published the content calendar. It's just like this immediate view of your content, of your releases that you have planned. What will go live, when, who made the changes, etc. And I remember that we had Storyblok V2 launch when I was working in the marketing team, and we published a lot of blog articles, a lot of landing pages, new homepage. And it was, back then it was pretty hard to track everything what was going live.
It was
so just from a personal use case, if we could have such a calendar back then, it would save me a receding hairline. It would save me a lot of time. It would make my life so much easier. But one thing that we have also on the roadmap is inline editing, because I love our visual editor. Make the quick changes on the right-hand side of your visual preview. But if you could also make those changes within the visual editor, visual preview itself, my mark to heart would be faster.
I see your marketer is still the high still.
Yeah, so no, that will be one of my biggest ones.
Yeah, but also the blueprint is something you can try. So if we are talking about the future one, then for me, it's as a developer in the heart, environment spaces. I have to mention them.
Yeah.
You know that we had a lot of discussions about those, and you know what our data is saying, like when you talk to the customers. So our customers are asking for them, and we are working on them. We do a huge exploration. Dominic talked about them on the keynote.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to bringing really these subspaces to all of the developers, and basically, as I would put it simple, a little bit of GitHub magic to the Storyblok, where you can version your component library, you can solve the conflicts, and you can release basically the new components, or maybe even the whole configuration of the spaces to production, or like even staging. Or like in simple case when we talked to Mark and he wanted to try like different homepages, and we even like now is like we create like multiple spaces, not that difficult for us. But our customers.
But how would it work? You just press a button and it would be like kind of, you can copy your space into a different environment?
Yeah, exactly. So what we are trying to do is like you have a space.
Yeah.
And you say like you want to try how it will look like if you change your, let's say, the structure of the homepage. So in theory, what you could do today is like the releases app and like play with the content, but you don't really can fully change the structure of your components. And that's of course limiting.
Yeah.
So what we try to do is like we are doing is like bringing where you create like a subspace that maybe will be just created for limited of time. So let's say you have 2 front-end teams. The one will be working on a crazy website or version, and one is like more like corporate or one, and they can work in the parallel, basically on the
without hurting each other.
Without hurting each other, creating like totally separated versions of all of the components. Basically, they don't care about the naming because like they are in the separated context or like ecosystem. And then if you choose at the end, like, okay, we would like more the B version or A version, then you can just kill the one and the other will be like the merge, solve the conflict, and release to the production.
And I have to admit, I talk to a lot of client-facing teams within my role, and I think this is the one of the most requested features we have for our product. So I think everyone is really excited if we are shipping this.
I know even about some clients that they build it on their own or some version of it.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to bring it, and we know there is a lot of value for it.
Yeah.
We will do that.
If I ask you one more question, like we at Storyblok also will focus on both the developers and the marketers.
Yep.
Do you find it hard to find a balance between the two? What to develop in our future roadmap?
Oh, that's a hard question in a way. Yeah, of course, it's not easy. I maybe wouldn't say it's hard because like you need to identify what will help both of them. And that's why we have an amazing product team that really like we're having many discussions. And it's very important to have a clear vision what we want to build. And that I really like what Dominic also said in the keynotes. So, you know, like we have the content observability. So really looking around like how the content performing, what we can improve.
Operations.
On the operations, which is the majority of the features that we already built today. And we are really doing that well.
I think so. That's one of the core strengths of Storyblok.
Exactly.
So we want to double down on those as well.
Yes. Yeah. And then on top of that, the personalization on the scale, which will, especially with Strata and with the AI features, can close the whole vision. And then basically we look on this as a vision, as you know, as we do every day. And we take the new idea and like, okay, is it fulfilling these pillars?
Does it fit into the pillars?
And that's like how it's basically we are like deciding.
Nice. So I think, Sam, we discussed a lot of really cool things that have happened, that we are most excited about. Things about the keynote, FlowMotion, Strata, but also what we're super excited about in the future. Any closing remarks from your side? What should the people be excited about? What can they expect from our head of product, the head chef from the Storyblok Kitchen?
Don't call me that way. I think like you can we expecting a really exciting future, especially with Strata and the FlowMotion. And I would definitely recommend you to keep watching. And if you made it here, especially for the future, you shouldn't miss the next JoyConf because like we had a really nice announcement here, and the vibe here is really awesome.
It's really good. I think we already got a lot of really cool things to hear from Dominic, from other clients and partners. I think the vibe here is really nice. Everyone is getting along. The talks we were hoping for. And I think, everyone should be really excited about what's to come because we have some really cool things in our roadmap that we will be talking about. So please stay tuned and try out our products.
And join us on the future roadmap sessions.
Yes.
Because we will be having them quarterly.
We will be on your screen.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye-bye.